Hey, with my family and my friends. Excellent Dreams here, back with another exclusive video for you today. There we go. All right, let me grab my invite link here and post it in my school. All right, now just wait for people to get here. In the meanwhile, I'll share my screen. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening, good evening. And believe it or not, I just woke up from a nap.
Hello.
It's Lola.
It's Lola. Hello.
At 40, at 45, I would have never imagined that I would be taking midday naps.
45. Oh my life.
Hey, listen, I remember my 20s, even in my 30s, I'll probably be up for 2 days, y'all. When I say be up for 2 days, sometimes you get into a mode where you be like, uh, especially when you work for yourself, you get into a mode where it's like, oh my God, I gotta finish this order. And you by yourself, and you like, oh my, I got 38 shirts left. Oh man. And you trying to meet the deadline. Trying to meet the
Yep.
deadline.
That's a rough one right there.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hello. Hello.
Uh,
Hey,
Hello.
everybody.
Hello.
hey, 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 hey.
Hello. Ray, I started laughing last night when I saw your post. I said, show it, not show and tell.
Show and tell. Yes, yes, yes. Mm. Yes, yes, yes. It's like showing the newbies. When I say the newbies, that they have never ever, been in training with me before.
Yep.
Some people have no idea what type of things you can create. I just
Mhm.
posted earlier today. I posted a picture of the shirt I had on the other night, as well as my Diamond Club pair shirt. Now both of those shirts have like 8 to 9 colors in them, and somebody got on one of my posts, and they was like, "And you place those all by hand?"
I get that all the time.
All the time. When I first got started doing rhinestone shirts, I used to say yes. You know, I felt like it added to the wow factor. You know what I mean? Because I mean, just imagine. Look at this shirt right here. And if somebody say that did I do it by hand? And I tell them yes. Let me stop this.
Oh, I love that one.
And I tell them yes. They will stand there and just be like,
At all.
one by one, like how did you get the letters so straight? Oh my God, it looks so perfect. And for you to revel in that, yes, I did it one by one, I used to embellish it and be like, yes. And I set them one by one under the heat press.
You ain't right, Ray.
I think like the first couple of ones I did, I was like, yeah, you got to stand under the heat press and you got to place them in, and then once you get a couple of them straight or whatever, you press those in.
You is not right.
Being the fact that I'm a person that used to have to do mine like that, I don't even find none of this funny. Lola said that.
No, for real though. It just added
I'm for real too.
to for it to be 10 years later, and I still get that type of comment. It's like, yes,
Yeah.
there's a smorgasbord of people out here that have no clue what a template is, a rhinestone
Right.
template,
Facts.
uh I want to say I just got hit to template. You hear the word all the time. You hear the word all the time. I say I just got hit to template. I mean, like in my rhinestone journey, when
Hmm.
you don't know what a template is. You never heard of it. You didn't know that it was these boards that you can cut out with all these circles in it, and you can just brush the stones in.
Right. But I do place them one by one on my tumblers, So when I tell them, you did all this one by one, I'm like, stone by stone.
Don't.
Yep,
Oh,
exactly. My shoes, stone by stone.
yes, yes, yes. I was speaking with one of our members, Shardana. She said she wasn't gonna be here tonight, but Shardana does tumblers.
Hmm.
Um, and nails, for that matter. And she was like, so how does me doing nails, fit in with rhinestones? And I was like,
Everything.
I looked,
Yeah.
I looked at her and I was like, say that last word again. She was like, rhinestones. I say, aren't you using rhinestones when you placing them on the nails? She was like, oh, I didn't even think of it like that. And that's part of one of the reasons for this training tonight is you have so many. When I started the Rhinestone University Facebook group, I did not even know that there was people out there that rhinestone footballs, people out there that rhinestone basketballs, people
Yep.
out there that rhinestone desk art. You got so when you use the word niche, you have people out there that will niche it all the way down and ride that lane to the finish line. I'm sure, and we can even look it up because I'm just that sure that there's people out there who do rhinestone scarves, and that's their niche. They did their
Hmm.
first rhinestone scarf and they fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying? And now they probably out there rhinestone in scarves, ties, any type
Yep.
of bonnets. You know what I'm saying?
Everything. Yeah. Beanies. Yeah, everything.
Yes, yes, yes. So I had to you got to think outside the box but also inside the box at times. It's like where you start your rhinestone journey at is not where you're gonna end at. It's up to you to find out what you love doing the most. what you love doing the most with the least amount of effort, to the point to where it doesn't feel like work, you know.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
Good
evening.
evening. But I like to
Good
do
evening.
Hello.
like I like to do the hot fix. I like to do the flat back. I just love rhinestones.
Right. You're
I just love it. Belts, whatever I can put rhinestones on. I just love to do it.
so throughout the years, and I wish I had I didn't know I was gonna go down this path. I wish I would have been a little prepared. So when I first got started, they had what's called a rhinestone press. If anybody is familiar with what the press is, I did not say heat press. I said press. Let me see if I can pull it up. Pull it up. And that's what I'm gonna type in. I'm not gonna go too far outside. Because I forgot what it was actually called. So we're gonna just type in rhinestone press machine. Okay, I didn't say heat press. Hold on. There it is. Who probably seen one of these back in the day? Can I take me to the place? There it is. Okay, perfect. So I purchased one of these back in the day, 10 years ago. So what you would do is you would have, let me show you the other pieces that go with it. I'm going to type in rhinestone rim set. There it is. There it is. And I know for a fact there's still people out there doing and utilizing this method because it's a work of art. So a rim set it's a little piece of metal that has the prongs on the back. And you would take that rim set and you would sit that rim set into, I forget it was either the top or the bottom piece. That's how long it was ago. You would either put the rim set in the top or the bottom, and you would put the rhinestone at the top or the bottom. And as you clamp it down, it locks the rhinestone inside the rim set around the garment. So
Yeah, my mom has Lola said.
I I used to love my rhinestone stud setter, but it was hard for me anyway, to use the stud setter and get it straight every time. I used to
Mm-hmm.
use the stud setter to get through the seams. Get through the seams where it's multiple pieces of fabric at the seam and you want the rhinestone to go through there. It will be so, because I used to hand set. I used to line it up and poke the rim set through the fabric, because doing it by hand, I was able to get it so perfect. Let me see here if I can go back to life and pull up one of these earlier videos. I used to do it by hand with my hands and a butter knife, and that's how I
At
used
least
to
it
get
wasn't a
it.
bedazzler.
Huh?
At least it wasn't a bedazzler. Good evening, everybody. I still got my bedazzler.
Yeah, so the bedazzler was the same tool, but it just wasn't as strong as an actual press. The actual press had that pushing power that would actually get it through the fabric. The bedazzler was more so like a rhinestone stapler in a sense, where it can get through like t-shirts and stuff like that. Where if you're trying to do denim jackets and press through the seam, the bedazzler was just not strong enough. the prongs would bend before you would get it through. So let me go to my YouTube studio here. Oh, this ain't even. This is my other channel. Look, y'all, this is my other channel with 13 subscribers. Don't go searching for this channel. This is my private channel. Let's see here. That's the channel I post all my videos on when people say, "Hey, Ray, I want to do a one-on-one training, but I don't want you to share it with anyone else." That's where all of those videos go. All right, here we go. It's my main channel and YouTube Studio. That way I can search primarily on my channel how to rhinestone your jeans. That must have not been what I named it. So let me just put jeans in there. And whoa, I didn't know I had that many rhinestone jean videos. So let's see here. All right, here we go. This is it right here. I'm going to open it up in a new tab. That way I can just open it up right here. View it on YouTube and don't lose my rest of my content.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Base 44.
Always ask me, say, yeah, bro, how do you scrub those jeans, man? I can't do it. How do you do it? I can't figure it out. Here's a tutorial for you guys. First, you take a rim set. That's pretty much what it looks like, as you can see.
And they had short rim sets, and then they had long leg rim sets. That's a long leg rim set right there.
And you take it and place it in the rim set.
Wow, that's crazy.
Of course.
I mean, that would take you forever to do.
Yes, that's part of what makes the using rhinestones such a work of art. There's plenty of processes which you do by hand, you know. So trying to do this with the press, for one, the
see those 4 prongs right there.
The actual press itself, it had about that much around it, you know, to where if I tried to press it in, I couldn't line it up primarily how I wanted to, like I could by hand, and then just hold it in and lock it in, you know. So I would be able to press it through the fabric, but it might be two centimeters off, you know. And I didn't like that, so I stopped using the press and continued using it, continue going by hand, and I was able to get it better.
Send your jeans to me. I would definitely stud your jeans for you. You know.
What size was you using? Is that a SS20?
Yes, I started with SS20s.
Okay.
I didn't even. This is back. I didn't even know what a rhinestone template was at that point. It was just me wanting to make jeans like Robin jeans, and once I discovered the process of the rim set, I went rim set crazy. You know, I was doing. Let me see. I don't even think I was. I don't even think I was doing that many videos back then. It didn't even dawn on me to record everything. I only recorded things that I thought of at the moment. I was like, oh, let me record this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Because I used to do blazers that way as well. And I never recorded a blazer. Because when I did my blazers, I was in the I had a shop at the flea market. I had a shop at the flea market. So people would come into my shop and They would see me in there working. I had my heat press and everything in there. They would see me in there working. And one guy came by. He was like, "Oh, I want to know if you can do this blazer." Well, of course, he was a customer. And I said, "Yeah, give me 2 days." And I would sit there in the shop and I would stud the blazer. When the blazer got done, I would just hang it up for everybody to see. And then by the time he came by to pick it up, I would just give it to him. I didn't even think of, oh, let me record myself while I'm doing this blazer. Just like I never recorded myself while I was doing jeans. I just recorded that video right there because somebody asked me, how do I do it? And I was like, oh, if I do a video, I'll be able to reach more people without answering the question over and over and over again. So if you think along the lines of, oh, let me record this, then you already have the footage. You already have the content, and you don't have to go back and redo it. So get more into recording in the moment. Get more into just setting up your camera. So I was speaking with Shadana earlier. We was on the phone for about an hour. And she was just asking me little questions here and there. And I was like, she already does nails for a living. She already does tumblers for a living. We're talking about projects, that can take a couple of hours, and the tumblers, depending on how you're doing it, may take a couple of days. So I'm like, you're missing out on so much content because content is the future. Once you have a client over and you do their nails, you spend a few hours of doing their nails, and you had the camera set up and recording the whole time, whether you're comfortable with vocalizing every step you do. If you vocalize every step you do and get into a habit, then those videos become training videos anyway. If you upload them online to those young people out there who've uh, on their nail journey, there's the content, there's the footage, there's just training videos already. And if you're doing this multiple times per day, imagine how much content you're missing out on by choosing not to hit record.
I get what you're saying because I'm working on some cups right now. I'm doing glitter cups for a lady. So, like, I started doing them and I'm like, I should be videoing this. But a
Yeah.
lot of times I'm looking a mess. I'm toe down when I'm at the house. I'm not, I'm, I,
Listen, look at me now. I've been working this school thing and trying to set everything up and get everything right for really about 2 weeks now. After first diving into it, finding out what it was, finding out how it's a different platform with the actual school feeling to it, to where you can set it up as a school. I had to get into the like I should have been went to go get me a haircut. Look at all this. I'm like, am I growing a beard or what? What am I doing over here? You know what I mean? You have to. I know it's harder for women. I know it's harder for women because you always want to look your best. You always want to be presentable.
Mhm.
Uh, uh, that's people's biggest downfall. Because you always want to be presentable, you're missing out on moments where all you had to do was just hit record. You know what I'm saying?
And
And
you don't necessarily have to be in the video,
right.
meaning your face, because 95% of my videos on YouTube, I'm not in there. I mean, I'm in there. You'll see my hands moving, and I'm working on the project, but you won't see my face because, like you, I be in my PJs.
Yeah. What
So I
what you
record an intro,
Uh-huh.
an intro of when I'm looking appropriate. And that intro I put in every video. So you see who I am, and then I go into my recording of what I'm doing, because basically that's what the video is about, what you're doing,
That's
you're
not
doing.
good.
you.
It's having an intro. Uh,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
I
That
mean,
makes sense.
once you find out how to best record for you, set the tripod up almost. So I got different peripherals around here. I got something like this, and you can find this is called a document camera, y'all. Check this out. It looks like a little light. You would think it's a light, right? It has a light in it right here. Boom. But this is the actual camera right here in the center. And look,
Wow, that is cool.
I have it
You gotta
sitting
put
up
that
on my
link in.
desk.
Put that link in. That is cool.
And
I
then
like that.
and
And
then
you can bend it.
I can bend it. Boom.
All right now.
Wow.
I like that.
And now it can just be, let me see, I can cut the light on. I don't have it plugged up. But yeah, but then you bend it and that's your overhead light. But then you get creative. So I have my cutter right here, and my cutter sits, I guess, about 60 inches off the floor since it sits on the stand. And my heat press is right there. So I can just take it and sit it on top of the cutter and then put it back up straight. And then I have another camera that can catch me working at the heat press. Boom. But I have mass peripheral set around here. I got 2 tripods over there with the ring lights, 2 of them. One of them I have pointed toward my 3D printer. The other one I can position whether I'm at my sublimation printer or at the press. So our future trainings was a lot of me in the software, teaching y'all how to use the software. Now I have a setup to where, once I get my stream deck here plugged up, I'm in the process of, my journey has been a journey, y'all. Um, Trying to learn OBS Studio. I had fun with that, but it didn't. I wasn't as quickly free flowing using that software as I am with Zoom. With Zoom, I can switch, I can share my screen, I can even go from one camera, boom, to another camera. See, that's my second camera there. Then I have that angle right there. So I got about eight, 9 cameras in here. And as I was going along, y'all, I just bought another camera. Then I bought another camera. And then I was like, oh, I need a camera for this angle. So I just bought another camera. And if you have a USB hub, I got a USB hub under my computer that has 16 USB outlets on it. So I just plug another camera in and position it. So I got one right here for that view. Got one right here for the front on view. I have another one over here on my second monitor for that angle view. Then I have this one, and then I have 2 or 3 cell phones set up on the tripods where I can add those cell phones to the Zoom as well. So as you start with one camera, if that's the camera you have, you got a cell phone, start with that. That's what I started with, and record, because that footage then becomes your experience. That footage then turns into however many years of experience, so people can easily go back and see, like, oh, she's been doing nails for a while. Oh, and she's good, and now you already have essentially your first trainee. You're building this thing up. Go ahead. I cut you off.
Is there a particular camera that you would recommend?
The one you have already.
I just have my cell phone camera.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Start with that, because you know how to work that already. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then as you become more confident, go out there and get you a webcam, because the webcam doesn't have to always sit on top of your monitor to be this angle webcam. I can take this camera right here and place it anywhere around the room that I want to, if I have a long enough cord, and you'll just get an extension cord or a USB extension cord and take it anywhere you want to around the room.
Okay.
So I don't have any professional DSLR cameras or anything like that around here. I bought webcams, and that's a webcam. I got like 5 webcams, and then I have old cell phones that I was not using that I were able that you're able to link up to Zoom and have on the other side of the room and be able to record from over there. If there's anybody, who decides, oh, I'm gonna get a webcam but I'm lost. I don't know how to do it, how to set it up. Hit me up. We'll do a training in the group so that everyone can become familiar with how to plug it in. You know what I mean? And then set everything up. Because that's part of the journey. You can do faceless videos, or you can step out the shadows and say, no, I want to be the face of my brand of teaching. We could have did this, and I could have just been the voice with the picture. You know what I mean? And but that's not as interactive and entertaining as actually seeing the physical person. But you can, if you're camera shy, you know what I mean? You can just go through here and set up 10 pictures, 10 pictures that you want people to see, and just flip back and forth from your profile picture here. But that's not me. I like people to see me, regardless of what state I'm in. I was like, ooh, I say my hair is messed up right now. I don't got no fresh cut. I was gonna go in there. I was gonna brush the sides down real nice and neat, and I was gonna take some hair grease, and I was gonna like put my hair in a triangle like this. I almost look like a Jimmy Neutron. And I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that tonight. I didn't want to even take the time to do it. And plus, like I said, I had just got up from a nap. My girl was like, oh, I'm tired, because she works. She got to get up at 6 o'clock. No, she got to get up at 4:45 to be to work by 6. And then she gets off at 2, after standing on her feet all day cooking or whatever. She likes to come home and say, okay, I'm going to take me a nap.
Exactly.
And she don't got to go to work tomorrow. So she's like, let me take me a nap, because we about to be up, watching Smallville, just enjoying our us time, and nights where she doesn't have to go to work in the morning. We might be up till 3. We only got like 2 seasons left. We might knock these 2 seasons out tonight. Like, you know what I mean? But it's show and tell day. So I started off the early morning, and I was like, after losing my other Facebook page, it dawned on me that a lot of people on this Raymond E. Jones Jr. page has not seen my work for the decade. For the past decade, I've been on my Ray Jones profile, building up that profile as Ray Jones, the Rhinestone trainer, So when I don't even know how I lost that page, y'all. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I'm glad it did, because it took me back to my original page. Almost like it was a reset for me to the point to where I had to tell myself, oh, there's a lot of people on this page that haven't seen my work. Let me go on a flooding spree, And by going on that flooding spree, oh man, I've been having to check my messages and notifications all day long, because it's been an influx of, oh my God, I love it. Oh my God, did you set those by hand? Oh my God, that's so beautiful. And I'm like, wow. And I've only went through 1/10 of what's on this phone. And I just got this phone last year. So imagine how much more footage that I have to post, to the point to where I can wake up every day and flood the internet with at least 10 to 20 pictures every day for the rest of this year. And that's back content, because I chose to hit record. That's the power of recording. The other power of recording is once you upload it, it's there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for people to find at any time of the day. So that's another way that will build you to the point to where you'll go from 1,000 subscribers to 2,000 to 3,000 or 4,000 with that content. If you don't have any content, how you expect to grow? You know, when I say expect to grow in your sleep. Somebody's on the other side of the continent right now, they just woke up, and they're able to find my videos and watch them. In turn, they're able to find me. In turn, they're able to reach out from the other side of the globe and say, hey, I need a digital product. This digital product is something that you do not have to do anything except for create the product digitally. You know what I mean? I don't have to ship anything. I don't have to buy anything. You know what I mean? But yet and still I'm able to make money from someone who watched my video at 3 o'clock in the morning on the other side of the world, decided to reach out to me and was like, hey, I want my own rhinestone template. And I'm saying, okay, uh, do you have a design? If they have the design, shashing, we halfway there. Send me that design and I'll be able to send you a quote on for me to produce your digital download files. So after they send me that design, and I send them the quote, I'll tell people I'm so lenient because I started 10 years ago where it was okay to charge a deposit, that gave people the trust in you to say, okay, he didn't even take all my money, he just wanted a deposit to get started. Nowadays, with the way people treat people, you might want to say, no, I need it up front, like, just in case, you decide to back out of the deal, I don't lose any money. But that's for your own discernment, whether you want to go that route or not. I still charge a deposit because it builds trust in people that have never worked with you before and they want something from you, because people will talk your head off for months, and be expecting a product that they've never put a dime on, and they'll say, hey, you remember when we talked about my rhinestone template? Yeah, we talked about it, like, but you never went forward and decided to put down a deposit for me to get started. So that was just talk. Like, that was just talk to me. You know what I mean? And I don't charge people all the way up front. Like, say I'm doing the design and the design, my quote is $75 for this design. They don't know me from a can of paint. You know what I mean? All they trusting is, okay, he seems like a nice guy. I love his YouTube channel or whatever. I'm gonna send him $75 and hope, that he really turns around and creates my order in 3 days. Or, like I said, give me a deposit. You know what I mean? That deposit is that first level of trust to where after I get the deposit, now I'm full in production mode. I'm corresponding back and forth with you, to the point to where I'm making sure I get all your details about how you want this, how you want that, what colors, what's your colorway, and then now that is building that rapport with that customer who is waiting on their finished product. After you complete that 2-3 times, you really got the hang of it. Then all you have to do after that is keep the promotion going, keep the designs coming. If you're doing a shirt for somebody else or whatever, ask them, is it okay if I show this work? I know that sounds crazy. You asking the customer if it's okay if you showcase their work. Please trust me. You want to do that. If you're doing a design for somebody, they might not want the rest of their city to see. They might not want the rest of the world to see. So ask that disclaimer. is it okay if after I complete this shirt, I do a short video, so I can post it on my channel, or so I can post it on my page? I've got backlash. I've had a woman, I did her design and I posted it. I was so happy, because I'm on my rhinestone journey and I'm creating this stuff. And I got done with the design and I just wanted to share the mock-up. I shared the mock-up and she jumped in my inbox and was like, "Why did you share my design? I didn't say you could share my design." And I'm sitting up there thinking like, one, it's my design, like, what I mean? But no, it's not. You know, they paid for you to put that design together. So if they didn't want to share it with the world, then you don't share it with the world. I had to learn that the hard way. You know, some people want to be secretive like that. And that's okay. They have that right. Especially when they're paying you for the product and or the service. All right. Let me see here. I got to show y'all this one. This was one of my most recent ones. And I want to pick with her a little bit because she is kind of new. And I'm sure she didn't know any better. But I thought it was cute. And I was like, oh. So cause she did a video. She did a video on it too. Let me see here. Here it is right here. So that's the design. But then she did another video. Wait a minute, where is that? Here it is right here.
We only looking at you.
Okay, I found it. Let me share my screen. This is cute, y'all. And I was like, oh no. Okay, here's the video. Let me mute it. All right, so I made her this rhinestone template where with the rhinestone template, you're essentially supposed to brush the rhinestones into this template, y'all, right? So when I seen this video, I woke up this morning because she had tagged me in and I seen this video and I was like, oh no, what are you doing? Why are you setting them on there one by one by one? You're supposed to just brush them in, right? Little did I know though, and that she wanted to actually do the outline. Like she did 3 colors in there. And that part right there, I was like, oh, if I knew you wanted it like that, I could have broke that apart into 3 separate templates. That way you could have just brushed it in real quick. Could have brushed in the outer maroon layer and then the inner pink layer and then the clear layer. And then you wouldn't have had to place them one by one in a template like that. So I'm sure now that she brushed the bottom, the text in, but I did not know she wanted that outline of stones on there like that, And she probably didn't know that she wanted it like that either. But when she got the template and she started looking at it, she was like, "Oh, I could hand set the outline in there and then go in there with the clear stones and then go in there with the pink stones." Nonetheless, this is what it came. This is how it turned out. And I was like, oh, that is so gorgeous, even though it will take so long doing it like that. I was like, oh, that's a great idea though. Somebody wanted to take the time to use that one template because now she can flip it and bounce it however many different colorways she wants to in the flower and the house. If she wanted to work on another colorway and hand set the outline of the petals and then do the 2 colors in the inside, she can do that. But I advised her to just hit me back up and I'll break this part apart, that way if she could just easily brush those stones in and be able to make more shirts in less time. But I was like, oh, that's dope. First time I seen somebody do it like that, but um, she probably just didn't know or didn't know. See, look, I say I love this. Love how you set the stones in and did a multicolor designs. I said, if you would have told me that you wanted it like that, I could have designed the boards as such. So you could have just brushed the stones in instead of hand placing them. Nonetheless, You did your thing. Shirt looks great, and I love your choice of colors. What she say? She say, yes, I just love it. Thank you so much. My template is everything. Everything is placed just so, and the cut and the style is A1 perfect. So I was like, okay, bada boom, bada bing. All right. So and then after um after her doing that, then she shared her work and then tag me in it. So now everybody on her page, is able to see the collaboration. So that's another thing. Share your work, share your work, share your work, and encourage others, who buy shirts from you or who you made shirts from. Yeah, take some pictures and send me those pictures. Once you wear it, take some pictures in it and send me those pictures, because now you're building a catalog and a portfolio of all of your experience. It goes a long way, especially after um after a few months, I would say. If you're double down, triple down, after a few weeks, you can go from people not knowing that you did rhinestones to now you got an influx of people that are just in your inbox like, oh, I want my logo done. It happens so fast, especially if you're dedicated to say, I'm going to post my work like Ray said. Nobody knows who you are unless you post your work. Even when you wear it out, nobody, when you wear it out, the 1,000 eyes that are on that product, they don't even know that you made it, because they just walking past you in Kroger's and they might think to themselves in their mind like, oh, I love her shirt, and they're not vocal enough to say it. I'm a I'm gonna start yeah, I'm gonna start putting, I'm gonna make one rhinestone template, and what y'all think it's gonna say on the back of my shirts? One rhinestone template that I can use over and over and over again, and it's gonna say this on the back of the shirt. What y'all think that statement is?
I made it.
I
I
made it.
made this shirt.
I made this shirt. Play around with it a little bit. I know you've seen it when you just walk by. Guess what? I made it. You know what I mean? Like that extra oomph to where I'll put it on the front of the shirt. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make a shirt that say that. Guess what? I made this shirt. I know you like it because I seen you staring when you walk by. Like what? What did shirt just say? Oh man, that's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Little marketing, little stuff like that. Will take your rhinestone business from unknown to everybody that walks past you. Is like, hold on. So if you made that shirt, can you make others? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how it starts. People they see the creativity, and then they immediately start asking themselves, I wonder what my logo would look like in rhinestones. Or, oh, I got this perfect example. The dragonfly lady that we worked on the other day. The lady had found, it looked like it was a clay art. It looked like it was a clay art image of a dragonfly lady with wings, and she was like, oh, I love this image so much. And we took that image, we did some magic in ChatGPT, we got our vector graphic line art image, and we turned that dragonfly lady into a work of art. So we can do it practically with anything. You just have to have the mindset and the know-how. So was any one of y'all, most of y'all was in that training, wasn't y'all?
It was rated X.
It no, no.
I'm only playing. I'm only playing. I'm only playing.
What'd you say?
I said I was only playing.
No, I mean it was saucy, it wasn't rated X, so, but it was we had some We had fun that night. You know, it was a few comments, you know, that could have been considered outside the box, but it was all in fun and company. All right, all right. I know I seen Rusteline on here. Where'd she go? I know people jump on and jump off. They may have something else they're doing. But is there anyone that would like to share some of their work? Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Old or new?
It doesn't matter. This platform is to show the newbies what can be done, you know. So you know,
If I should, I could only do it in the chat because I'm on my phone.
that's okay. I'll spotlight you.
Hey Ray, are we just talking Hotfix?
No, we're talking rhinestones.
Okay.
Because when I first started this class, that's all I thought of was Hotfix rhinestones and rhinestone design templates. But after meeting so many wonderful people and expanding my mind to realize, like, hold on, rhinestones are not just for shirts. It's a work of art, and people put them on everything. Then that just exploded what the training is all about. Hold on, let me check the chat.
I ain't putting it yet. I gotta find
Okay.
it.
Okay. Take your time. Take your time. We're here.
How do you upload a picture in the chat from
When
your phone?
when you go to the chat, it should look. Let me share my screen. Doop 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 doop. Let me go to the chat. Let me open it up bigger. So when you're in the chat here, we got this T, we have this smiley face, we got the GIF, we got the file, and then we have the screenshot. So if you click on file, you should be able to go to your computer or on your phone. You'll be able to find your folders with your albums, and then go here and then click on said folder, and then you're able to go in there and actually browse those images that you want to upload to the chat.
Ray, I only see Rhinestone guy on your screen.
Okay, hold on. That's weird because I'm sharing my screen. All right, let me try this again. Stop sharing, and then I'll go to the chat. There it is off to the side, and then share my screen again. Let's see if you can see it now.
Yes.
Okay. So right here at the bottom of the Zoom chat, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 icons here.
Mm-hmm.
One to upload a file is the fourth one. Looks like a paper that's been dog-eared.
Okay.
That's your handwork.
What'd you say?
That's your handwork.
Yeah, that's when I was doing it by hand.
Oh, you are a beast, man. Oh man,
Mm,
when I was hand setting rhinestones, the image was already on the shirt, and I was accenting.
mm.
I didn't know that you were
That's each stone by hand, baby.
right. You didn't even take a rhinestone a chalk pen or anything and draw it on there. You just
How to do that? Mm-mm. Freestyle.
freestyle. Look at that, man,
Yeah.
man, man.
And that's when I fell in love with with black rhinestones, because I know everybody like crystal, but the black ones is the truth.
Yeah, the black ones are definitely the truth. All right, let me see here. Let me go back.
Now and
And I did, so in case people don't know about the the other one is my rhinestone shirt that it ain't really rhinestones, but it look like it.
on the share.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Hold on, wait a minute.
You have to be careful because it's limited access, but it'll select everything.
Was that HTV that you did, Lola?
Oh, I'm trying to find.
Holographic.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
It
HTV
shines just
holographic, right?
like, yeah. It shines just like the regular stuff. That's why I did it, because
Probably
more people like that than the rhinestones, because people don't want to pay for rhinestones all the time because
Hold on, give me a
it
second, y'all.
costs
I'm
too
about
much.
to, because somebody's talking. I'm about to mute everyone and then unmute your mics. Oh
No,
yeah, oh yeah. What'd you say?
no, I was just gonna say everybody don't like paying for rhinestones, so I had to come up with something different. But y'all see what it say? Can
Only
y'all?
what'd you say?
It say only one,
Only one.
but
Yeah, okay, yeah.
check it out. It also say on one. Why?
Okay. Right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now you ain't hand set those, right? You did cut that out using a cutter,
Yeah,
right?
because that's holographic.
Right.
So yeah, I didn't. I got more handset. I could show y'all one that, and you'll be like, "How long that take?" Yeah.
Oh, an idea just came to mind. Imagine if someone didn't know any better, but they had the craft in mind, and they sat there and took a hologram sheet and a hole puncher, right? And just punched out all their little holes or whatever. Boom, 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 boom. So now they got all of these holographic rhinestone holes, and then they decide to do what you did on the first shirt with the with the holographic, because they ain't got no vinyl cutter yet, right? But they had a hole puncher, and they was in the craft store one day in Walmart or whatever, and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this holographic uh, heat transfer vinyl right here, and I'm gonna just hole punch it to make my circles, and then hand set the hole punch hole punch heat transfer vinyl onto the garment. Where there's a will, there's a way. You do it this way, you will get willed away though, because that's a lot of work. But I've seen some crazy things in my rhinestone adventure. What's going on here? Oh wait a minute, let me see. Let me see who
No, I
posted
just
it.
I just added I just added stuff up there. That's some sublimation and some cardstock graphs. I let Lola do it, and I don't talk. I just added it because Lola got the voice.
Yeah, but it looks 3D though. It looks like they're
It's a 3D um puff, like a 3D puff tumbler when I did it, and I did it on a glitter tumbler, so it would glisten when you see it.
okay. That's different. That's different. I love it. I love it here. So this is like a the cascading effect where it goes
Yeah,
from top to bottom, and you put three different colors in there.
I cheated. I was just the lazy way.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I love it. Now, and doing something like this, you would just tape off the section that you don't want if you were doing three colors, right?
Right. Then I would just put the outline on the other one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Cool. Cool. I love it. Oh, so this is what's that glitter with rhinestones on top over here on the left, or that's
No,
just
it's just all straight glitter HTV.
love it. I love how you chose the two colors. That looks great. She is known. She is loved. She is worthy. She is chosen. She is enough. She is me. I am she. That's a that's a template right there. You know.
Hmm.
Even sharing it like this, watermark it up, of course, before you share it. Um, just to share the vinyl design like this, people will buy it, and say, "Oh, I'm gonna cut that out, but I'm gonna cut the she part out in whatever color they gonna cut it out in," and then just this statement is powerful enough for somebody to buy this design one time, and regardless if they are recreating the shirts in different colorways and then selling them in their own little shop, or they like the design so much they was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make this in every color because I just love the statement." Double down on that and turn this into a rhinestone template, and then make it worth more. It'll be worth more in a rhinestone template. Same design, but it'd be worth more. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because this same design, they can redo it however many times, but they can do the same thing with rhinestones. And even with rhinestones, they can get super colorful. Do the S in one color, do the H in one color, do the E in another color. Do the first line in one color, do the second line in another color, do the third line in another color, and make it real, real colorful and sparkly. Let's move right along here. No, ma'am. Okay. I like that. I like that. It's like a. Now, how did you do that? Did you do that in the software, or are those scraps on the outside there?
You have the old scraps. I took scissors and cut them and just ironed them on because I didn't want to waste nothing. You have the extra pieces of scrap. You keep a
Yeah.
little pile and you cut them up and you just sprinkle them on, and I just ironed them on there.
Thinking outside the box. Thinking outside the box. The same way I was just pointing out, like, hey, if I ain't had no vinyl cutter, I got a hole puncher. I'm gonna make my circles. Thank you for sharing. Oh, that's different. I like that. That's different. Was the cup like that at first, or is that a talk me through it? Because I'm
I got it's a regular cup and it's a template, and I just burnt it with my mug heat press because
yeah,
I've got the one that rotates. I
right.
put the one in there and let it rotate the sublimation. That's sublimation on a regular white tumbler.
Oh, okay. So you designed it that way and then just printed out that sublimation sheet and then wrapped the cup and then pressed it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Looks like little windows of life.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Oh, love it. Love it. What's that metallic?
Yes, that's metallic.
I love it. When I first got started, y'all, um you become so blown away, especially if you dive down that aisle to where it's like, "Oh, so what vinyl is this? What's this vinyl? What's that vinyl?" Oh, they got foils, and you travel down the rabbit hole to the point to where I wanted to try everything, you know and I pretty much tried everything as it came out, so I still have plenty, plenty, plenty more of designs to show, mock-ups to show, and shirts that were made using different mediums. So I love it.
I
Oh,
still
hell,
just can't master the puff yet. I just cannot master the puff.
that puff is hard. The key to the puff is, they say when you first learn, they say pre-press the garment. There's a reason why they say pre-press the garment. It knocks the wrinkles out for one, and then it knocks the moisture out of the shirt. What I've learned on my puff journey, the longer pre-press that you do to knock the wrinkles out and the moisture, the better the puff adheres to the shirt and actually puff up. There can't be any moisture in that shirt. And you might think like, Well, the shirt wasn't wet, like, you know what I mean, but it could have been it could have been stored in an area where it had moisture in the shirt, if that makes sense. I love the rhinestone patty design. Love it. So in doing this, you just pretty much used a hatch fill on this, right?
Yeah, and I cheated. I used the Silhouette software. Now you know how you trace it. I had did the trace from a picture.
Gotcha. Love it, love it. Moving right along, moving right along. Oh, what are these baskets? Hold on, what's this?
I
Ah,
made them
look,
out of card. I made them out of cardstock. The little baskets. I used to do the Nike little boxes too to make put gifts in.
right.
So they like baskets out of like little fake Birkins.
I see someone did this in shortcuts a lot.
Yeah, I was cheating. I was trying to do a couple of different ways to figure out how to get my templates to work.
No, no, for real though. So shortcuts a lot. I have this software as well. I was like Tanya at one point in time. I was like, oh, I'm gonna learn Silhouette. I'm gonna learn Shortcuts a lot Pro. I'm gonna learn Hotfix Design Era. I'm gonna learn all the softwares and then just be the Rhinestone software guy, right? But over throughout the years, I was like listening to my mind and realizing what niche is. I was like, no, I'm niching it all the way down to Corel Draw, TRW, Rhinestone Wizard software, and I'm gonna become so proficient in the software to help and train everybody else versus learning multiple softwares and being able to teach multiple softwares. No, I wanted to keep it one centralized area, so that's why I reached out and found other trainers for my Rhinestone University. That way we can cover every software. So I'm still looking for a Shortcuts a lot pro trainer, so that I can teach. Uh, Even though I don't know how to use the software, I can teach you how to become a more efficient trainer using whatever software you do choose to train on, and then just teach you those training methods to train that software. So, if there's anybody out there, who is proficient enough using Shortcuts a lot pro, that's one of the ones we don't have a trainer for. So reach out to me and let's talk. Let's talk about, you know, um, enhancing your business services by becoming a trainer. It's really fun, y'all. Let's go move right along. So I never clicked on the baskets. I had just seen them. Okay, loving it, loving it. So let me elaborate. Was this because there's projects out there that I see that are so new to me. I like to talk myself through it. I realize and understand that you can score cardboard and then be able to fold it in multiple different ways, and you be able to score that cardboard on a Cricut, on a Silhouette, or any one of these cutters that does multiple projects. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
Man, oh look, oh I love it with the roses cut through the. Oh, that's different. Now imagine if you went the extra step and say, I'm gonna rhinestone this up. You probably have to hand set it. If not, oh. So you could have created a rhinestone template to go right here over the roses, and then cut
Hmm.
out this and then just press the rhinestone template right here on top of the roses part. Mm.
Hmm.
Yep. If you've already had the design set up to score and cut like that, all you had to do was create. I would say create a copy. Maybe you don't do page two and call that the rhinestone template that matches the cutout to that box.
Believe it or not, I did it in a mylar sheet first, and then I got mad because the mylar sheet started ripping and it wouldn't stick. So I went to cardboard. It
I
was all
know
plastic first.
I love it. I love it. Oh man. Oh man. So I another reason why I train is for reasons like this, to where um the creativity of my students that join the class and what they're already to try their hand at, and then I double down with my ideas of, hold on, did you know? Like, you know what I mean? That makes it it has that aha moment for y'all. You know what I mean? To say, and then the wheels start turning in your brain to say, yes, I'm gonna do me one of those. I love it. Look at those rhinestones sitting in that template. I love it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this one too. That was just, oh yeah. See, now that's just using that creativity there, to say, I wanna. That's dope. That's dope. However you did that, that's dope. It looks like you just took all the black, but then you may have just use the black as reference, because the red rhinestone area looks a little thicker than the black, so you just use that as the contour outline for the whole eagle, right?
Yeah, because that got on my nerves. I was
Mm.
trying to get the colors and it was working on my nerves. I said, forget it.
No, look, it looks good. You're you
Thank
can
you.
tell that it came from this image. Like, look how you did the eye, how you took the center of the eye out, but you can still tell that it's an eye. That's the art form that I'm talking about all the time. When you visualize it and you see it, just work it all the way through until it's complete. You'll love how it turns out. Regardless of how frustrated you may be starting it, just power your house, power way you through it, and you'll come out with results like that. I love it, love it, love it. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, we need to see the finished one of this.
I got to finish it because I got frustrated because you got to try to get the lips. You got to try to get the mold. You got to try to get this part. You got to try to get the mouth.
Right, right, right. And the earrings, When you finish it,
Yeah.
add the earrings in there. The rhinestone earrings.
I haven't went and got the black skin, the black different tones for the skin tone for ATV. It's
Yes.
on the box though.
It's okay. It's okay. One step at a time. Here's what used to slow me down is I used to buy the vinyl and then I used to overthink, overstudy, overwatch videos because I did not want to mess up this vinyl that I paid X amount of dollars for, like I messed up vinyl in the past. Sometimes when you make that one mistake, it does one of two things to you. It adds that level of fear, or you want to overcome that fear and say, no, I don't want to cut vinyl out sideways no more, like, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna put a let me say that again. I don't want to cut vinyl out sideways no more, right? I don't want to cut vinyl out right reading without mirroring it no more. Put yourself a sign up. Put yourself a sign up. Make yourself a sign, whether you got to handwrite it and tape it to your wall. Before you hit run that cutter machine, have little notes for yourself. Remember to mirror your vinyl. Remember, don't mirror your rhinestones. Cause I did it all. I've I've cut out vinyl that was right reading, and I'm zooming. I'm zooming through this order, and then I done pressed it on the shirt. Boom! I lift up the heat press. I go to peel off the transfer. I done put this on here upside down. How the hell did I do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? I done put this on here backwards to the point to where, how did I do that? How was I up under the heat press, using my forehand method, trying to make sure I got this vinyl centered on the vinyl, how did I cover it up with the cover sheet and then press it in, and I don't realize that I got it upside down backwards. I done did it all, y'all. Like I'm saying, I had this Corona design. Was it Corona? No, it wasn't Corona. It was Crown Royal. And it was a hand pouring the Crown Royal out, like, you know what I mean, for all my dead homies or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Pouring out a little Corona. I mean, Crown Royal. So mind you, it was only supposed to be upside down. That way, if they looked at the shirt like this, they'll be able to read the bottle or whatever. Well, it was upside down and backwards. And I was like, you can still tell like what the meaning of the shirt was or whatever. But now it was like when they turn their head like that, it's not gonna read Crown Royal as it was a real upside down bottle that they was holding. Now it looks like it was upside down and you're looking through the glass, like, you know what I mean? And now you can't read none of the words because everything is all backwards. I've done it. I've done it. I've cut out a rhinestone template and mirrored it. And I'm brushing the rhinestones into the design. Now, mind you, if you mirror a rhinestone template and there's no text on it, you ain't even gonna know that you did it wrong until you go to press it in and you like, it doesn't match the vinyl because I mirrored the damn rhinestone flop. It could be something like a parrot or something. If there's no text on it, you won't realize that you did it backwards until you get to that press. Is there anybody that can ascertain all of the trials and tribulations that I'm talking about right now?
Yep. I done did on the flock. I did mirrored it and it was backwards. I done did that a lot. That's why I started buying the vinyl and stuff from the dollar store so I wouldn't mess up. I would practice on that first. And
Right,
then we like, all right. I'm like, that only cost me $1.25. This gonna cost way more. So I understand.
for sure.
Wanda says she
Agree with
can't.
that.
She don't know how to get whatever she don't know how to get her video on here.
Okay. The video, it should be the same way. Let me see here. When we go to file
Put it on there, low.
and then your
I
computer,
can't. It's in my Facebook. The other one blurry.
and then let me see. I just want to see if I can do it. Let me go to,
Mine wouldn't let me upload the video, but it'll let me upload the picture.
let me
Oh,
see
that's
here.
probably what it is.
Let me see here. Sometimes it's a video upload limit. Let me see.
Y'all, I don't want to meet. I'm so full, I can't even think straight.
Man, let's see here. I'm gonna just try this one. Open.
Did they do what?
There's the MP4 right there. It's 55.44 megabytes, and then send it. And there it is. It's uploading. So I would say, if you're trying to upload something, make sure the video isn't too long. Because here we go, right here. And I was able to upload that video. So upload, go to the chat and then go to the file and then make sure the video is not too long. Like this one right here was only let me go back.
So you better do it,
27
Wanda.
seconds.
Put your video in. Put a file up.
Let's continue. Let's continue. Oh, I'm loving it. Everybody is participating. I'm trying. Hold on. Okay. Wait a minute. Talk us through it, Miss Art. Talk us through it.
So this is my shirt. I found it at Ross when they usually had a 49 cent sale, and the shirt was $1.49. So I was like, why did they embroider white on white, which I thought was stupid. I was like, I'm about to bling it up. So this is one that I did like hand by hand.
Right. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Did you press the foil looking vinyl on top of that embroidery?
Wait, the what?
Like it looks like there's a some sort of a foil or whatever is pressed over God is good over that embroidery.
Oh no, that was the shirt itself, and I was like, what did they do?
That's how it
No,
came.
no, okay, you see how where it say every day God is good?
Yeah.
I just highlighted it. That's the word highlighted because I was looking for it in my
Okay,
no,
okay,
it's
okay,
it's
okay,
just
okay.
like the top.
But just
So
imagine
I just
though,
there's
just
no
imagine
yellow on it.
if you did take vinyl or foil sort of vinyl and pressed it on top of there, it would have gave that similar effect like that.
Yeah.
I like
But
it.
yeah, no, it's like the everyday. But I just put those Montana rhinestones,
Yes.
and I was like, I ain't got no stencils. I'm gonna just stick them over here one by one, and hopefully it look right.
Hold on. Let me mute everybody. Somebody got they
Oh, I'm
GPS
sorry.
going.
That's my GPS. I'm sorry.
Okay, okay. I was like, hold on, they giving us turn by turn directions. All right, let's see here.
I'm sorry. I'm out of town right now.
Oh, enjoy, enjoy. What up, though?
That's
Oh,
right.
oh yeah, you was thinking outside the box right here. So you got your rhinestone, your your fox rhinestones on the outside. That's dope. I like it.
Hmm. Yeah, everybody like that.
What kind of
Thanks.
vinyls do what up there? What is there inside? That camouflage, some kind of camouflage?
No, that's just
No, that's just regular. Uh,
holographic.
yeah. Thank you, Ray. Yeah.
Yeah, I almost thought it was camouflage. So that would look nice too. I thought it was some kind of
Mm-mm.
camouflage.
Hey,
That's
listen.
nice.
Here it is right here. This holographic vinyl. Wait a minute, hold on. Close that right here. And oh look, there it is right there. So I love this stuff, except when I believe you gotta store it properly. If it's not stored properly and you go to cut it, it separates from itself, you know. So the I would say the glue, it it removes itself from the glue from the line and backing. But if you keep it stored correctly, you'll be able to just weed it like butter. I got shirts,
Yeah.
I got shirts where I cut out the rhinestone template. You want to make sure you double cut it. So well, that's just my journey. I had to double cut it. When I double cutted it, it weeded nicely. Talking about 1,600 rhinestone circles, I was just able to, and they all came out nicely. If it doesn't happen like that, then you got to hold the circle down as you peel it back, and then hold the other circle down as you peel it back. All of them shouldn't do that, but yeah, try out the Fox rhinestones using this holographic right here. They
If you
really do.
practice with it first, you won't have to do that.
Yep.
Cause I just
Practice.
practiced with it until I figured out the good setting. But then
Yep.
I got a graph tag too, so that
Yeah.
make a difference. That cut like butter.
Cut like butter. So yeah, you do test settings. That's what I used to do. I test everything um when I'm not moving too fast. When you're moving too fast, then you forget, you try to cut corners based on time, and you'll forget to test cut. Hold on, we got some more coming up. We got some more coming up.
Okay, I'm too.
Them rhinestones.
I
No, I
love it.
did
How do
make
we
that simple.
upload photos?
Huh?
I'm still trying to figure out how I can upload these photos in chat.
Okay. What are you using? Your phone? Your laptop?
So I went.
Annie,
Yes, can you hear me?
we can hear you now. Are you using your phone or your laptop?
My laptop.
Okay, so let me make sure I'm sharing. Let me share my screen. I am sharing here. So in the chat here, here's make it bigger. There it is. In the chat here, at the bottom of the chat, you got these icons here. We got the T, we got the little smiley face emoji, we got the GIF. The fourth one over, um, it looks like a paper that's been dog-eared. If you click on that, then you get these options: Dropbox, Microsoft OneDrive, Google Drive, Box, Microsoft SharePoint, and then the last one is your computer. You click on your computer, it should open up your file folders where you can be able to find whatever it is you're trying to share.
Oh, okay. So if I have them on my Dropbox, I can get them from there too, or do I need to download them?
No, you should be able to click on Dropbox and then everything that's in your Dropbox folder will come up. Let me see here. Go to file, Dropbox. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Dropbox is at the top. That's one thing. That's one thing, y'all, that we will learn together. If somebody has Dropbox, if somebody has Microsoft OneDrive, if somebody has Google Drive, I personally have never. I mean, I've tinkered around with Dropbox when it first came out, but I'm an external hard drive man. You know, I want I want physical access to my files. So I've I haven't played around with a lot of the cloud services when it comes to saving data. I'll just go out and buy a new hard drive, and have that hard drive readily available so that I can grab that hard drive and just plug it in and then have immediate access to all of my files.
Well, you know what? I used to be an external hard drive individual too, until I had an external go bad. It
I've
just
had
went bad over time.
no, I hear you. I've had
And
external go bad as well.
but
Uh,
and all of my files were on that external. And it was, I caught pure hell really trying to recover a lot of my embroidery files that I had purchased over the years. So now I actually do both. I'm sure it's overkill, but it only has to happen once. So I have Dropbox and I have externals.
Got it. And I love that you pointed that out because that is a great way to think about it. It is a longer process in that magnitude, but it's a sure shot way, to never lose your files. You got them in the cloud, you can access them from any device anywhere around the world. It just takes longer for you to download said file from your Dropbox to your phone and then upload it from your phone to, say, YouTube or social media, but at least you know that you don't have to worry about hard drive failure.
Correct.
The one way to prevent that, though, is to always what is it? What's it called here?
Well, I have a backup to my external as well. So I have a backup to the backup to the backup because
Or won't
you
let me
just
access
never
it.
know.
um Remember, to safely remove hardware, Down at the bottom in the right-hand corner, there should be an arrow.
Absolutely.
Yep. If you remember to do that, the external hard
Always.
drives last longer. If you want them type of people to just quickly just grab your hard drive and just unplug it without making sure that the files are no longer being accessed.
Yes.
That's how you
mess it up.
That's how you corrupt them. Moving right along. I see you, Lola. With the it's my
That's
city.
my handwork. That's the first shirt I ever did that big by hand.
Oh.
Wow. How long did it take you?
Like 6 hours, because every time you would get that one, all of a sudden you shake. Now you got to start over. I did not like it, but I loved it. I got so many compliments when I wore that shirt. That's another hand shirt. The picture, I don't know why that picture distorted, but it don't matter. My brother opened up a gentleman's club, and I made that shirt opening night. Made it by hand.
Hold on. So when I just a minute ago, I was able to click on the file and then it opened. So now let me see here. Now it's having me download them. So let me go to my download folder here. Boom. That way we can see it.
Download it. My Jaguar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We can see what it is. We got you, you know. But that's one of those. What happened? The picture distorted.
I don't know, because it's not like that on my phone. I don't know what's going on.
All right, let's see here.
Close it, lock it out.
Hold on,
I don't know why it's saved to your PC though. That's crazy.
So they were coming up. They were just behind it on the screen. You did this by hand too?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you a beast. Just to get the Detroit D like that, you a beast. And the whole skyline.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
But it make a difference when you ain't gotta do no great big man shirt. That's a woman shirt, not a man shirt.
Man, it's just the handwork in general that's like, yeah, she cold with it.
Thank you.
Let's continue. I'm going a little bit over my time, y'all. I know she's in there waiting on me, but I want to get everybody in here. Let's look at
You ain't gotta
Sharon.
do all of them. I was just saying that last one was on the car.
Sharon uploaded this video. Let's check out this video.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened. They're populating back here. So let me see. Let me minimize that. Another hand by hand.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you
In
were.
case y'all ain't know, that last one was on the car. That
Nah,
last picture.
nah, that just lets you know that you were about this rhinestone journey, you know?
Yeah, I made that shit years ago. I mean, so long ago. When y'all was building what's the face, I was making this stuff.
So how does it feel, right, to start off like this and now know that you can create rhinestone templates?
I ain't gonna lie, I actually like this better. You know why? Because the software don't crash, it don't make it hard. Like I could just boom, go straight to it. So
Right.
that I mean, it's easier because I could do multiple shirts if you got a template versus one shirt over here, one shirt over there. But when you got the template, it make a difference when you
Yeah.
got to do multiples. But when it's just one, I liked it. It didn't bother me like that because I got used to doing it.
Right. And it's a relaxing process.
Look, and I ain't even pressed that. I just did it just so I could take the picture.
What? So
Yeah, that ain't pressed down. That's just like that so I could take the picture.
so you saying if I bumped it, you know, the stone's gonna
Oh
yahtzee
yeah.
all over.
Yeah, they'd have been through. It'd have been through. That would have been through.
Right.
Ooh, thank God
Oh,
you did.
now whose work is this? That's dope. What is
Yeah,
that?
I just told you mine.
No, the
I put
OG
that on the
magnet.
car. I put that on the car.
Right. What's that? Adhesive vinyl?
Yep,
Okay.
adhesive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the it's the holographic version of that orange.
I
But
love it.
I did that last summer.
I love it. I love it. So, um, this disclaimer, I'm sure a lot of people when they first get started with rhinestones, I mean, I was a newbie, so I know what it's like, not knowing the processes, not knowing that there's different type of vinyl out there. You got adhesive, then you got the removable, then you got the heat transfer vinyl, you got outdoor vinyl, you know what I'm saying? There's so many types of vinyl, you know. Um, when you're learning rhinestones, you got to learn how to cut vinyl first, So I would advise people to don't jump right in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't jump right into rhinestones without knowing how to cut vinyl. Because if you learn how to cut vinyl, it will alleviate a lot of the mistakes that you may make. Because by the time you get to rhinestones, you already know about the mirror or don't mirror. You know what I'm saying? You already done did a couple of vinyl shirts to understand that both of those processes. Because when you got those processes down, you still gonna make mistakes when you're rushing. Let me just throw that out there. Whenever you're rushing, that's when you're gonna make the most mistakes. Whenever you can take the time and say, hold on, let me double check and triple check my process here, and then you won't make as many mistakes, especially if you're reminding yourself, hold on, before I cut this out, like, I'm saying, let me look at it, let me double check, triple check, quadruple check to make sure that what needs to be mirrored is mirrored, and what doesn't need to be mirrored is not mirrored. There's nothing like running through the hour and a half cut job, and then you cutting out vinyl to match. Boom, you got everything cut and weeded it. Man, we done weeded stuff out that was not cut correctly, but we're so excited, like, you know what I'm saying? We're so much in the zone that we don't even realize that we weeding out something that we do not need to weed out because it needs to go in the trash because it's useless, like, you know what I'm saying? If you cut it
Oh
out
no, if
wrong,
I'm gonna use it, I'm using it on something. It ain't going in the garbage.
I hear you. I felt that same way with the Crown Royal design. Like, you know what I mean? Before I pressed it in, I realized that it was wrong, but I had already spent so much work into it. Like, I was like, yeah, they can tell that it's a bottle upside down, regardless if it's upside down
Okay.
read right or upside down backwards. They can still tell that it's a Crown Royal bottle.
What I do want to say is I bought my software in 2019. I first started out with a silhouette, and then I looked more into it, and then that's when I found the rhinestone world. And then I had just lost my job, so I was like, I gotta figure out what to do. I've been working for 17 years. So I made a baby shirt. I made my first shirt, it was a baby onesie.
Man,
And the person that where you see this magnet thing at, I made their company logo with a baby onesie and took it to the baby shower to show off. I was just showing off. And
right,
that's how I got started on making shirts because my goal was to only do rhinestones because that's what I love. And that's how I got into that part of it.
right. That's it.
That's hand done too. That was my old department at work.
I love it. I love it. This hand done too.
Yep. And my name on that shirt. Y'all can't see it, but my name on there.
We can see it.
I can see it. It's beautiful.
We can see it. We can see it. And then you did the little heart there.
Yep.
Oh,
Put
look,
my
look, look. And then you accented the pockets.
Yeah, them adhesive rhinestones. I ain't do what you did. My mama tried to get me to do what you was doing. I was like, I don't want to do that much work. No, thank you. I still got them pants, and that was over freaking 10 years ago. I still got them pants.
All right. Oh, look at Marshetta. Love it.
Everything. I love everything.
Uh,
Right. I couldn't find my shoes. Dang it.
so question, Marshetta, did you press the because this one looks like are they both patches? The Bengals head and the M here?
Yes.
They're
I that's glued on.
okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Love it, love it. Oh man. So word of advice. Because we can't see the back. I know the back right here looks like you put rhinestones. Look like you added the fabric or whatever and then put rhinestones on top of that. Next time, just remember, like, get those shoes from every angle. If it got to be
Oh,
three.
I do. I just didn't load it in there, but I have like videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I hand painted the back of the shoe
Yes.
and
Mm.
um and applied the rhinestones.
I love it. I love it. So remember, y'all, this school platform is sort of just like Facebook, you know. If there's something that you tried to upload here and it didn't work out for you, feel free to upload it into the school platform. That way everybody can still see it as well. We're on our inspiration and motivation week till the class gets
Wanda
started.
uploaded hers.
What'd you say?
Wanda uploaded her cup. I uploaded it for her too.
All right,
I couldn't get mine in.
all right, give me just a second. We're gonna get there. Let me see here. All of these are opening up. Oh, look at those. Look at those.
I hand painted those as well. I
Man,
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
nice.
I
dope.
I made myself a stencil, by hand, and then I painted the shoes and then rhinestoned them.
that is gorgeous. That
How
is
many
gorgeous.
days it take
And
for the
those are
drop
tight.
on?
Those are tight.
Thank you. What
I'm
you say, Lola?
I
I
love
said,
them.
how many days did it take for your drop on with your shoes?
Oh, dry time?
Hmm.
Um, probably one. I
You
just
used acrylic or you airbrush?
no, I use acrylic.
Okay. Thank you.
You
so
know,
so the reason why I asked for this show and tell night, it gives the newbies and other people just the thought process of wait a minute, like, oh, okay, all the different things that can be done using rhinestones and people's different mindsets of how to accomplish said design.
I'll upload the videos in the school. That way other people can see them.
All right, all right.
You know what I want to learn how to do though? The toppers on the tumblers and people make the cherries and stuff. I got everything, but I haven't done it yet.
Oh, um I was just thinking outside the box when you said the toppings on top of the tumblers. That's for I wouldn't know. Me, I would probably measure the circumference of the cup or whatever the top and just 3D print something and then just glue it on there. Like, I mean, because I'm a
Hmm.
3D printer guy. But
Nice job, Wanda.
I'm, I'm sure a trip around Hobby Lobby, you know, and just having that mindset, you'll find those little pieces that you can that that is gorgeous.
I love that.
That's just
Nice.
sublimation.
That's UV DTF.
Oh man.
So
That's
so you
pretty.
have a UV DTF machine?
No, ma'am. I don't. I thought about getting one, but I don't have enough clientele for that. You have to run those every day. It's
Yeah,
not
I
like
was looking
DTF.
for
You have
somebody.
to do.
Yeah, I was looking for somebody to do me a template.
Yeah.
Go to Ninja.
Ninja?
hmm
Okay.
Either Ninja or Jiffy.
I went to Jiffy and put it in, put my size and stuff in there, and they wanted $30.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was it a gang sheet?
No, just one image. And
Oh,
what ran it up so high is, I guess, the tariffs, because
oh no, go to Ninja. Cause
Ninja.
I spent $50 and I got 5 feet of stuff.
No, I just wanted a 12, what was it, 12 and a half by 10.
Yep, I
And,
just put stuff on there because it was cheaper for me to get more. So
mm-hmm,
I just started making up cups to make.
gotcha. Okay.
Four
Thank you.
color, four color rhinestone layer job. I love it.
Nice job.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love it.
That's pretty. That's neatly done.
Another thing, y'all, uh I've realized if you turn the lights down low, boom, turn the lights down low. They don't have to be completely off, just dim them just a little bit. And then take your pictures, then take your videos. That way we can see, even in pictures, we'll see the stones dancing, dancing, dancing.
Okay, so you don't have to have your lights on bright. Just dim them.
Okay.
Dim them and cut your flash on.
Oh.
Yep.
That don't work if you ain't taking them at night.
What'd you say?
In the daytime, you don't need no flash.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. In the daytime, if you go in a lowly dim room and then cut your flash on, you would see the difference. The stones illuminate when the light hit them. But if you're just going by the light that's shining in the room, and then you got the ceiling light on, they won't shine as hard because rhinestones shine better with that direct light on them.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
The only reason I ain't show y'all some of that is because people got them on, and I can't be showing y'all people face.
I heard you. I heard you.
Oh yeah.
Let me
Well,
let me check this one out here. Oh, that's a layered job, and I love it. Look how it pops off of there 3D-ish. What's the red?
it is it was a regular by Caesar.
Nah, it's something special
Got
about
the
that.
glitter.
What's going?
No, it has the glitter. How did I do that? It's glitter red and it's offset and it's glitter behind it, I think. I did the shirt so many years ago, I don't remember.
I like how that red looks like it's raised a bit to the point to where it actually adds to the 3D dimension look of the shirt. And then with the offset, how you have it offset in there, I like that. That looks so pristine. Let me close some of these.
That's just, yeah,
Let me close
that's
some of
just
these down.
for daycare vinyl. I still need that DTF.
Boom. All right.
I did those shirts for a daycare field trip.
I love
And
it.
that's just regular Caesar HTV.
Love it. Let me see here. How do
I
I?
didn't do but 15 of those, but the yellow shirts, the group with the yellow shirts, I did about 200. And
Man,
that's HTV for a family
Mm,
reunion.
mm, mm. Ooh, wee.
how does it
Gee.
how does it feel? I just want to ask people, how does it feel when you get a order like that? My first order, my first hundred shirt order, when you get it, it's like shashing, 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 depending
Right.
on what you're charging. You know, if you're charging 25, you know what I'm saying? If you're charging $25 a shirt on 100 shirt order, you know what I'm saying? That is $2,500, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, you know, some people, you know,
Tax free.
they they wait till they file their taxes, you know, to get a check like that. You know what I mean?
That's
to,
true.
to get a refund like that or something. Just imagine being able to harness that order, complete that order, you know, and get that payout. I'll be excited for people when I hear, even if it's just a 20 shirt order, you know what I mean? A 20 shirt order, a 100 shirt order, a 1 shirt order, you know, I get so excited for people who actually take that step forward to advertise, you know, because that's where it starts at. You know, they somebody cannot place an order with you if they don't know that you do shirts.
Right.
Regardless if you wear your shirts every day, you know, it takes that one time to say, hey, you know, I do shirts. So, you know, if you've ever need shirts for your business or for your company or just for yourself, you know, keep me in mind. You know, get that little spill under your belt to the point to where you can rattle it off in your sleep. You know, if you ever need some custom shirt order, keep me in mind, because just go on my page and check out my work. You know, oh, that's just the oh my, what's oh that's
Oh wow.
a
A
DTF.
cruise. Oh wow.
Oh, that's Miss Art. What's that, Miss Art? That's a DTF print.
Yeah, I took a whole bunch of clip arts and made it.
Oh man, what
Yeah,
did you
I
print
put
it
it
out?
together. I put it together because my friend, she was going on a Mediterranean cruise to Spain, France, and Italy. So I just clip arted and then changed colors of all the stuff in the Spain, France, and Italy is the colors of their flags.
I love it. So you have a
That
DTF
is
printer at home? You printed it out yourself?
Yeah, I used to.
Oh, you had a converted one like me, huh?
In a quarter mile, turn
Yeah,
left onto North Bass
Yeah.
Road.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go through a few more of them. You know, if we don't get to your image or your creation, feel free to place it in the school. You know, that way people can come across these great works of art at their own convenience.
Can I ask a quick question regarding DTF and sublimation?
Sure.
If you are they two separate machines to
Yes.
do okay. So if you get a DTF machine, you can't do sublimation,
Okay, here.
correct?
Let me explain it. Let me break it down for you. So, when they first came out, Epson was the leader as far as sublimation goes, you know, which meant that you can go out there and get a Epson printer, take the ink cartridges out, the regular inkjet cartridges out, and empty those out, and then we refilled those inkjet cartridges back up with sublimation ink, right? It's the same process with DTF. When you're converting, you're going to get refillable refillable ink cartridges that fits your printer model. You know, they're going to come blank, and then you're going to fill those up with DTF ink, and then you're going to install those into your printer. The only thing different when you're converting a sublimation printer and a DTF printer was you had to go in there and take out there was a bar and something in there. So my journey was about 5 years ago. There was a bar in there that you had to go in there and take out, or it would just scrape up the transfer paper and all of your ink would just be inside of the printer. So when it comes to converting a sublimation printer, we're talking about the same printer. It could be the DTF printers had to have 6 colors or more to compensate for the white that you had to put in there. So you got machines like the trying to remember these model numbers is getting to me, but you have cyan, magenta, uh yellow, and black, or citrine and black. 4 colors is what it takes for sublimation. You got those 4 colors because there's no white. So for DTF printers, you can use the same printer that you would typically use for sublimation, but this printer has those extra 2 channels on it, those extra 2 print heads where you can actually put that white in. So the first one that I did was a 8550. The 8550, I believe, has 6 colors. It was for the 4 traditional colors: the magenta, the yellow, the blue, and the black. And then you had 2 white channels to add that white underlayer. But I wouldn't even suggest to anybody to go the converted route, because every last one that I converted, they ultimately clogged up over time. No matter how much maintenance I did to these things, regardless of making sure that the print head stayed wet, making sure that you left uh, paper towels up under the print head if you're going for so long just to keep it moist or whatever. No. After my adventure with converting, and I was a converter, I was such a converter. Every time I went on Marketplace and somebody had a printer that could get converted, I bought it. I bought it, I cleaned it out, and I resold it. Reason why I got out of that game, because after you convert a printer and you sell it, you become that person's number one printer fix-it guy. Regardless of how long ago you sold it to them, they're going to hit you up and say, "Oh no, my printer's clogged." And then you're going to say, "Well, when the last time you printed on it?" And they're going to be like, "Oh, I ain't printed on that thing in weeks." And then you're going to realize right then and there, you got an issue. You got to
So sublimation, you have to use it basically daily?
No, DTF, you got to use it daily. My sublimation printer. Okay, let me explain it this way. The new sublimation printers, which have the name sublimation in the printer, So this ET 15,000, it was advertised as a sublimation printer, which means that once you put your sublimation ink in there, I don't print on that thing every day. I don't print on it every week. I print on it when I get an order for sublimation. And I send that print job straight to that printer, and it prints out wonderfully. And I may haven't touched that printer in 2-3 weeks. DTF, on the other hand, you cannot do that. You want to make sure that you are always running that DTF printer every day so that the ink doesn't get clogged in there. Now, the old sublimation printers, the ones that we had to convert to sublimation printers, those, I guess the print heads in them were different, So after maybe two weeks, I would say 2 weeks, maybe sometimes a week, depending on where your printer is located and whether, it's getting sun to it, or, whether that room gets hot, and humid or whatever. Back then, you would want to run a nozzle check, you know what I'm saying? Or you would want to go ahead and run a print cleaning before you ran anything. Ever since I had these white ones, so this isn't the first white one I had. I've had the the 8.5 by 11-inch white ones, the smaller ones, the 2720s or whatever. As long as you bought it new, you put sublimation in it the day that you got it, you're gonna run it as a sublimation printer and you should be fine. The old ones that we had to convert, not so much, in 2026, I wouldn't even suggest anybody buying one of those black heavy things. You know what I mean? They were heavy. Anybody had one of those? The 7210, and the 7211, the 70.
I got the
Yeah,
Yep,
that was
that was
our
my
first
7720.
first
one.
converted sublimation printer that I had.
Right. So they were definitely journeys, and they definitely were. I mean, I was able to get huge work out of them, but they were so much maintenance and so much babysitting going on. These new white ones, for the price that you pay for, it's going to run. As long as you you make sure you don't get no paper jams. Because
But is that the one you can only print on light colored shirts?
yes,
That's the downside. Okay.
yeah, but that's I've went down the sublimation road to the point to where it's not just light color shirts, it's shirts that have that polyester in it. And most of the shirts I've done are sublimation, regardless of the color. You can't be no dark color, it can't be black, it can't be navy blue, you know what I mean? But if you're sublimating on a red shirt, as long as you're sublimating every color over red. What I mean over red, every color that's darker than red, or blacks, you know what I mean? Or dark grays, maybe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or purple, you can sublimate purple on top of red, black on top of red. So uh think of it as relearning coloring and mixing of colors. If you got a lime green shirt and you sublimate green onto that lime green shirt, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna come out with blue. Because yellow and blue makes green. You know what I mean? So if you keep that in the back of your mind, like, oh, it's just like coloring, then after a few trials and errors, like you got a pink shirt and you sublimate in red on top of it, depending on the type of red that's going on it may be purple, or if it's a deep red that overpowers that pink in a way to where the pink don't turn it purple, then it's gonna be red. So sublimation is fun, y'all. You know what I mean? Don't let the oh, it's just gotta be light colors trick you. It has to be polyester. That's the main thing, And if it's polyester and it has flakes of white in it, like Heather shirts have flakes of white in it, a sky blue or a sky blue shirt, you can sublimate every color on top of it, but just keep that color wheel in mind. If that makes sense. When you learn the color wheel and
Yes.
they have the outside colors and then you mix those with the inside colors, which gets the third color of after those two colors mixed together.
So if you were going to invest in one or the other, which one would you go with for the long haul?
Let me rephrase it. Which one would I go with first?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would go with sublimation first because it's easier to. Wait a minute. I'm saying it's easier but you have so many different caveats of sublimation. I mean, you got the ink that sits in the edge of the paper that you can't even see, and you got to remember to trim off the edges. If not, you're gonna have ink in places where you didn't think the ink would be because you forgot to cut off the edges. So there's pros and cons to each. You know what I'm saying? But I would say, as far as running the machine and getting consistent results over and over and over again without any clogging or without the headache of all the maintenance, I would say go with sublimation first. If you're trying to, and you do a plethora of dark color garments and or cotton shirts, right?
Yes.
Then I would go with DTF, because DTF, you can print off that DTF image and put it on a light shirt if you want to. You know what I mean? It can go for light or dark, so that way you cover the whole shirt spectrum. But then you got the other you got the other cons of DTF is it feels like there's a layer on the shirt, which with sublimation you don't feel anything because the ink permeates into the shirt. So that's another pro or con depending on how you view it. With DTF, it's going to feel like my first bouts with DTF. It felt like a rubber film was on top of the shirt. Visually, it looks good, but if you took that DTF shirt and you balled it up, and then you just tried to shake the wrinkles out, you can't. But with a sublimated shirt, you can ball it up, throw it in the corner, you know what I'm saying? And leave it balled up in the corner for a week, and then you go over there and pull it out of the corner and shake it out, you know what I'm saying? And because it's a polyester shirt, it might not be a wrinkle in that thing, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You got your pros and your cons to each. I would say if somebody is just getting started out, go the sublimation printer route and then learn that route, and then you'll decide if I now need a printer for my dark color shirts, and then go jump into the world of DTF.
I have so many t-shirts that are not
Well,
polyester.
they do sell the you can buy the sheets that can convert it if you don't want to go that route. They sell the sublimation sheets that work for light and dark.
Right.
So it's just up to you.
So also, I was
Wanna said
I was nosying around, and they got this new stuff called direct to vinyl. I gotta make sure I'm saying it right, because
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you can print out using
inkjet.
You can print.
I got that.
Yep.
It's called Caesar Easy Color. It's Easy Color DTV.
Easy Color DTV. Yeah.
Is that the Caesar stuff?
Yep.
Still in my box. I still got it in the box. I ain't touched it yet.
Yeah, I could show you the shirt I did with it. The only thing that when I bought them, they was only making 8.5 by 11 sheets. They bigger now, but I ain't gonna lie, I like it better than sublimation, because once you prep with your inkjet, boom, you done, and then you send it through the cutter to do the print to cut. That's the only thing about it.
Right.
Now you gonna make me open my box.
Is that what you heat transfer paper?
Well,
hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me say this. We're not gonna make you open your box. Your initial purchase on what made you buy it in the first place should make you open that box.
Yep, you spent that money. Don't let it go to waste.
Right, that's what I said. Open that box.
Exactly. I got a bunch of hippo ink too, and the ink that you told me about. I got ink everywhere for my sublimation printer, because the guy was like, I don't have it. You want me to get you a couple of these bottles instead? I got sublimation ink everywhere.
Hey, listen.
Okay, we're gonna make you stand in the corner.
We're gonna start operating. We're gonna start operating under no fear. No fear. If you have fear, get over that fear by making that mistake. When I say making that mistake, pull that thing out the box, like, you know what I'm saying, and go for what you know. Once you make that mistake, like, you know what I'm saying, and realize, oh man, I did this wrong, you're going to jump into a phase of, I still got something left. I'm about to redeem myself. Once you redeem yourself, you're going to re-up on that product, you know what I'm saying, and say, okay, now I know how to use that, you know? And that's with everything. Like somebody was saying, I'm still trying to get the puff down. You're never going to get the puff down if you don't try it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I even got Silhouette tattoo paper. When they was talking about the tattoo, making temporary tattoos, I even got that still in the box.
Okay, you need to stop looking at stuff until you conquer what you already got.
Hey, I got some of
Alright.
that too. I got some of that too. I ain't even gonna talk junk. I got some. I got some of everything.
Hey, listen, when you first get into this game, you get so excited and you want to try everything. But you're not trying everything if you don't try it, you know? Listen, and now I'm gonna let y'all go. Gotta remember, if we're buying vinyl and or rhinestones, I'm gonna put rhinestones in there as well because somebody posted in Rhinestone University and they were like, oh my god, why is the backing falling off my stones? And somebody related it to age. Like if you bought your rhinestones 4 or 5 years ago and you just left them sitting in a jar and you didn't buy high quality rhinestones, you might be able to pick that jar up and shake that jar, and all of those little black adhesive gonna fall right off the back of those stones. That doesn't happen with high quality rhinestones. I got rhinestones that are high quality that's been sitting in a jar and not a backing has fell off of any one of those stones. Same goes with vinyl. If you buy this vinyl 3 years ago, you know what I'm saying, and you got it sitting in a dark, humid closet or something, and then you're gonna try to pull that vinyl out to go use it, it might be bad anyway. You know, you didn't store it in the correct room and temperature, and you just wasted your money by waiting so long to use it. This stuff does have shelf life, y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that means open the box, right?
That mean open the box. That mean open the box.
Just look at that last shirt. That's my DTF. That's my DTV.
Oh, I
That's
love it.
Can't see it.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. So that's your print and cut, correct?
yeah. That's but that's the Caesar DTV.
Yeah. All right, let me pull this up here. I I
That's
love
what
it.
that paper do.
That's the
I
printable
love it.
vinyl.
Yes.
Yep.
That look
Yep.
good.
Mhm.
Yes. So I'm still mastering print and cut. I just got into print and cut here when I moved from the shop to here because I was like, if I call him and I want a DTF print and he's out of town or whatever, I'm gonna have to improvise. So that's why I have a inkjet printer does 13 by 19 and a sublimation printer that does 13 by 19 because I would want to be able to accomplish this if DTF isn't available. So I
I did that shirt and I couldn't because I don't know how to do it in my graph tech yet.
yeah,
So it was a small shirt, so I converted that back. I pulled out my silhouette cameo and did that print to cut because it was easier to work with that one than it was to do my graph tech.
right, because you didn't have to worry about any registration marks or anything to set it
Yep,
up. You just run it through
yep,
the software, let it do its thing.
yep.
Lola, do they make a 13 by 19 paper with that? Print and
They
cut?
don't. They make a 11 by
17.
17.
I was about to say womp womp
Okay.
womp. I went looking for 13 by 19 inch
No, they don't make it.
they don't make it.
You can get it in the roll. They make the roll, but let me say this. Let me say this because most people don't know this. You have to buy the mask too. I
Yeah.
happen to catch the mask on sale because you can't stick it to nothing without that mask. It won't let you.
Yeah, the mask allows you to pick the vinyl up off its backing, and now you have a transfer. You know where
Mm-mm.
the graphic
Nope.
is, huh?
Nope. That ain't what it do. You can actually peel it off, put and lay it on the shirt, and then you gotta put the mask on it, and that's what heats it up and stuff. It don't stick to nothing. Mine did anyway. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, I was referring to if you because the way I've done it in the past was I uh I masked it and I branded it down, you know, to where I was able to lift the vinyl right off the backing. That way I'm able to position it on a shirt and use that clear sticky transfer mask to position it better.
All I did was peeled it off and stuck it on top of the shirt and put the mask on there. You did too much work.
Yeah, but so right here, so each end of the B and the I and the R, the B and the I, and then the
Oh,
BOY,
I got you. Yeah.
those were separate. You
Yeah,
basically
yeah, yeah.
position.
You right.
That's what the mask is for. We're gonna learn all of that, you know, in this training class, y'all. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I enjoy everyone for taking the time out to join me tonight and to show their work because it definitely means a lot to anybody that's just getting started that has no clue about how to do this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's so many different ways. There's so many different machines. There's so many different materials. We're going to, you know, alleviate all of that fear this year, and we're going to help y'all to create some great works of art. I'll see
And
y'all
open the
again,
boxes.
huh?
And open the
Okay.
boxes.
And open them boxes. Yes, right.
Nah, I ain't gonna open all my boxes. Some of that stuff gotta stay closed.
It starts with opening the box, y'all. I see y'all all tomorrow night. I'll see y'all all
Have a
tomorrow
good
night.
night, y'all.
Good
Good
All
night,
night,
right. Good
everybody.
night.
Have a good one.
bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Low
night.
out.
Good night.
Good night. Low out.
Peace out.
Bye.